What's going on, beautiful people? It is day 34 of our 0 to 10K challenge. We're closing in on it, baby. We're closing in on it. So today was a rather wonderful day. So far, we've closed another $2,800 today. Can't beat that. Was a it's a gas station that's gonna get a polished floor, and then we're gonna sell a maintenance contract for that bad boy. And you know what I'm saying? We get to double dip in that case, offer a maintenance agreement for these people, and in the same token, be able to give them nice service, and then have a recurring customer. Tougher with epoxy, but is what it is. So my total billable, if I go to my home, my total receivables this month is $44,864. I believe we closed around half of that, so I think we closed around $25,000. We also build out another project that is gonna be three phases: a bathroom, showers for 12, the garage, which we're gonna do a slurry mix because it's terrible, for another 24, and then the office space for 5. So, or 4, 6. So total billable numbers are like 40K there. So that's another 40K that I issued, but I issued that in a proposal. I'm gonna start using the software to retain the quotes, so I see the numbers of what I'm bidding. Sometimes you don't see it, so it's a little, you could say, no, you'll forget about it, right? But when you start seeing the numbers, you start understanding, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, total build out this month was 40. It's a little bit more because I actually submitted 2 more bids. I submitted a bid for a Dave's Hot Chicken in Dixon City. That was for $13,000, and then a $6,800 for the prep for the sealed concrete. But it's the same deal. Like, if I start touching polish, I'm gonna charge you polish prices. I'm not gonna charge you sealed prices. So, so that was another 12. So maybe, and then another 14,000 for Red Leaf in Dixon. So maybe my total billable or you could say the total amount I billed today, or not billed, but invoiced or quoted. So it's 40. Let's do the math. My boys. So 14, right? That's the price of the Red Leaf, plus 11,100, plus 29,000, plus 12,000. What else? Yeah, so close to $70,000 in billable. That hopefully something comes back. If it, we're just hoping to get at least 30 to 40% of our business through polished concrete. So it's coming around, and once we lock on to that business, we're then gonna upsell them floor maintenance, which is just floor maintenance for polished floors. It's an upsell, and there's trust. We did their floors. Why wouldn't they want to keep that investment that they paid so much for? Why wouldn't they want us to do their floors? So it's a beautiful handshake. Like, hey, you did the floors, but we'll maintain the floors, whatever. We could even do you'll get one free floor burnishing your first half a year, and then you'll pay for the next one. So it's like you get a 2-for-1 deal, but ideally they paid for it, but whatever. So we're finally getting some traction. We closed some more on the other side of the business that Jason's managing, but I don't have much visibility there. So we're finally, I'd say we're closing in on 400, 500K potentially in the first, 2 months of February. So finally we're seeing some traction. It's, as he says, it gets slow enough where you get worried, but then you do it long enough to know that you don't have to worry about that, right? Some other things that I finished implementing. So you don't think I'm BSing you guys. You can see here, these are my current, receivables. We're not receiving this. I by mistake put my quotes in my invoices. Yeah, is what it is. Oh, also another 28, so close to, yes. Yeah, so I'll show you. Go to my invoices. Sorry, people. Yeah, so this is my most recent one. It's just for safety and yeah. Oh man, I think that'll do. Yeah, so that should do it. I'm gonna flip it, and you see there, this was for a job that we just got awarded, $28.60 for polished concrete bathrooms. Right, that one we bid the entire job. I gave him a pretty decent price, like 6 cents a square foot, $6 a square foot. But he's like, hey, we want to see it in the bathroom first. I'm like, perfect. Basically just doubled what we did, so around 13. So we're getting somewhere, working for my share in this company. But that's another $2,860 closed, and we could do that whenever. But what we're really trying to do is we don't want right now work. We are booking work, taking a deposit, and then pushing that work out as far back as we can. Why? You gotta give the guys security, right? And we need security. We need to know that whatever jobs you're booking, it's not like we're booking it and destroying ourselves now. Screw that. What we're doing is we're gonna give ourselves a runway of sorts. I'm gonna put you back here. We're gonna give ourselves a runway, so when our season opens up, we are in a position where we can hire people, because we know that we're booked out until November. Like, truly, it's a big deal, and it's the way most, like, if you have a blue collar business, again, like, I'm trying to be very fair, but if your business is not blue collar, like, I gotta say, like, I talk a little bit about like IT and computers, but like, it's sometimes applicable, but this is mainly a blue collar business channel. If I happen to do more, you hear me talk about it, but if you run an agency and you're trying to sell clients, you should be looking up like cold outreach like tips and how to do lead gen. Truly, like, every business should really be looking up lead gen, but you understand what I'm saying. Why is it important? What the hell is that? For the simple, looks like I'm bald, but I'm not. For the simple reasoning that if you guys have a business, it's blue collar, my stuff is really applicable to you. If you have another business that has to do with tech, maybe sales, kind of applicable, but a lot of it is really just like going and getting it. If you got a construction business, this is probably the page you should probably listen to or follow, because it goes hand in hand with what you're doing on a daily basis. If it's not, I really think you should follow someone else that's more applicable to what you could do and what you're gonna be going on with. So if you're not really building a construction company or interested in maybe IT or tech, and I kind of talk about it here and there, because I'm really making my money however I can, right? Like selling this or making a website for someone. Like, it's really just shaking hands, to be honest. So if it's not applicable, I think you should follow another channel, because it's only fair to spend your time doing what you want to do and finding things that are applicable and practical, right? Like, don't just like listen to me being a construction channel and not do anything about it. Like, all the money is in doing it. All the money is in going to NAPA network events. All your money's in going to BNI groups. All your money's in Chamber of Commerce meetings. All your money's in these friendships and these relationships that you make. It's all there. That's where it is. It's meeting the local pizza shop owner and shaking his hand and saying you own a business, and now there's respect, and meeting his friend and then meeting his friend and shaking his hand and getting numbers, and because it's just the nature of the business. Like, you think you're gonna build your business as a hermit, and you're not. Like, yeah, it seems really nice to say we're gonna just turn on the ads, Google ads and Facebook ads, and they're gonna print. But the truth is the easiest way to like build your business is with branding. And yeah, sometimes it has its drawbacks, but if you're not willing to put your face on the business, like, again, my philosophy is, because it's a construction company, so if I had a different type of company, it'd be different. But just long story short, I'm not the faces of the company, but I am making sure the internals of the company work as a machine, because I want an easier job. I want to be able to do whatever the hell I want to do in the winter and the summer and the fall. I want to be chilling. I want to be in DR. I want to be making money, like, however. So I got to build systems. Like, I finished doing the email campaign. Now I finished so then I also made a Make integration. So I'm going to change gears really quickly. Let me save this. Save changes. So I use a website called Make.com. It's like Zapier. So it really just integrates with other websites, and you can run certain tasks. So I'm going to go here, and right here, I like this one. Let me go back. I forgot to turn on my email campaign. I'm going to turn this on. And it says this. It creates Aweber. So it creates, there's a Google Sheet that it basically looks at every 10 hours or so and adds them as a subscriber to my email campaign. All right, so I'm going to just go to my email campaign. And then we're going to go to automations and campaigns and click welcome campaign. So this is the campaign. It's really simple. Aweber is free for 500 contacts. Definitely worth it. So you can see here, we're just going to go here. It says on new subscribers. So let me go back here. So this pairs with my website. So once someone opts into our website, it adds it to a Google Sheet called Haibu Leads. It chooses the lead, and it basically scans 10 columns at a time. So if 10 people opted in, we would get them all. I set this to scan every 10 hours. I don't really need this as a... I'll take that out, and I could maybe drop this to 300. I just really don't want to spend more than I have to, because there's credits. And I have this run every 300 minutes, which is every 3 hours. And I go here, and then I choose what columns I want from that sheet. Right? Contact, email, and then it pulls it and adds the subscriber automatically. Right? I go here, I created 20 or 15, 13 email templates. I spaced them out over 2 days. And so then basically it is a total of 31 or 30 over. Yeah, it's pretty long. So should be 15 emails, 14 emails spread out over 30 days, or This is spread almost over 2 months, to be honest, or 3 months. This is 2 days, not one. But you got to get these cheap and free employees when you guys aren't busy. You got to be working on it, and it's not always ideal, but you do what you have to do to make it work, right? Close this. Actually change the name of this. Change the name of the campaign. Welcome to RHC Rock Hard Coatings. All right, and that's how it's gonna work. It's truly that simple. Not trying to make it too much, but I'm doing this, right? And then I'm looking at Aweber, so we're gonna go back to our automations. Click Save Changes. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna go back here. So this is one of my favorite, where is it at? Here it is. So then you could do bulk emails. It's just cheaper to like do it through this because it's $10 a month for 10,000 automations, like 10,000 or basically requests. So every time this goes off, it's one request. You can imagine. So if you have 10,000 people you're emailing, I chose is emailing one person every 5 minutes to act like a person from 8 to whatever time this is, Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, all months of the year. It pulls from this sheet, right? It goes here to this email campaign, and then once it submits, it then and I go here and then I add those people messaged. Right, so I'm just gonna, for their privacy, most of those numbers are wrong anyways, but I went this route because to email a list of 5,000 people, you're talking a lot of money. It's like anywhere from like 100 to like $500 a month or $800 a month, right? It's a huge email list. So I'm kind of going around it, but you can't email them all in a day. You could do it through your email campaign, but you just got to pay a lot. So you're almost better off splitting it into a few, but I'm doing it this way because this is a cheap employee. I have an email here. It offers our services to people. They respond. Once they respond and we talk to them, we could then start, marketing to them. Then I also, if you're going to do bulk emails, like bulk email outreach, I use this website called Zero Bounce. So for instance, you went and you bought an email list that bought SaaS products. But it's like, I don't know, 100,000 emails. You got to find a way. Either you do it for free with, you could scan them you could create a script with Python that'll scan them, and just use like DeepSeek or ChatGPT to like help you make that script, because that'll be almost close to free. Like I actually free, but let's say if you're like super not savvy, you go to Zero Bounce. I don't have I'm not affiliated. I just use them. I went through all my emails. It was I had to delete some, but 900 emails. It said 55 of them, 55% were valid, 21% were invalid, 14% of them have a feature that you have to respond again to make sure you're not spam, and then the rest do not mail, unknown, whatever. So, you got to do that. So like, if you have this huge list, make sure you scan it, because then you'll get blocked by your email hosting provider by not paying the money. So, yeah. But it's been a rather beautiful day. I've been really just tackling this, sending out bids, and I have to send another bid for another, I'd say it's another 2,500 square feet. We're going to be close to, $7 a square foot there, especially since it's far. We're going to be $7 a square foot. So we're going to be another like $16,000, $17,000. I've learned to talk about that money, but I don't see some of that. So that's why there's a clash, right? Once I start seeing some of that, I'll start asking and demanding for it. Right now I won't, but fairly soon, once I see us doing way better, I will. And I know what I could demand because I know what I'm bringing to the table. We lost $200,000 last year. Hard to ask for money on a loss. Super hard. But I know my work basically made the company some money. We had a bunch of go backs and just people throughout the entire year basically saying that, hey, we need this done again. But long story short, the entire purpose and premise of this is to be super intentional about the success I want. I'm giving it all to God, right? I just taste on beautiful. I woke up at 7, a little late, and I did my morning offering, which is really just giving God your first even 2 minutes or 30 seconds, and you're giving him all your works, your intentions, everything you're going to do. You're going to basically offer it up to him for the day, and you're doing everything you're doing for him, for his love, all that fun stuff. But then after that, we're doing something else. We're doing, I listened to a quick video. It's a quick reading. And then I did, I'm doing reading the Baltimore Catechism for about a year, for about an hour. Pray to God. And I try to give the first hour of my day to God. And it's amazing, right? So I'm just saying all this I'm doing because I love God. I love my family. I have to provide for them. And God's going to reciprocate. God's going to provide, and hopefully you guys are tuning in and liking what I'm posting. I created the Discord. It's in some of the channels. I have to put it on the page and then you guys see it forever. But super excited to keep going on this journey. I know you guys are rather excited to see me keep posting. But I post this for you, but more for me. I got to keep a inventory of all of my decisions, all of my actions, because I need to know what it takes to take a company that's, it's here, what systems you have to implement, how long it takes, how long to see progress, what you have to do. And, from there, once you have it in place, how quickly till you can just hire people to do the rest once all the systems are in place. So, and on top of that, my 0 to 10K is 100% money aside from my job. So I'm up to, zero. No, I have my crypto, but $0 for this month. Not good. Gotta make some money. So we're gonna make it, okay? Gotta make another 2K this year, baby. 2K this month. So I'm gonna follow with the same thing. Mandatory extra money, absolutely necessary. However, I gotta get it. With that being said, just follow, and I created the Discord group so then we could talk back and forth and start planning our 5 a.m. meetings. Or just call, really just a wake-up call, talk about what we're going to do throughout the day, and that's it. Well, bye-bye.